Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you will be fine and studying at home. This is lecture 15, subject English, class 5. Book is Grammar and Usage and the topic is subject verb agreement. Before starting the lecture, students, I advise you to take out your grammar book and stationery items. I also advise you be attentive during lecture. Students, this is your grammar book, Grammar and Usage. Take out it, please. The contents of this lecture are following. First of all, the relationship between subject and verb will be explained. Then we will do exercise 5 of grammar and usage. Students, now we will learn about the subject and verb agreement, and we will also learn what are the subjects and what are the verbs. The subject and the verb are the most important elements and parts of a sentence. As you know, in English language, first comes subject, then there is verb. This is a sentence structure in English language. So, subject and verb are the most important parts of a sentence. So, in a sentence, the verb is always according to the subject. The verb is always according to the subject. If the subject is singular, the verb is singular. If the subject is plural, the verb is plural. So now we will learn about what are subject and what are the verbs. As you know, students, subject can be a noun or a pronoun, or any naming word can be a subject. For example, Ali, Sana, Sara, Hamza, etc. All these are naming words. All these are nouns. So these can be the subject. Similarly, all the pronouns can also be the subject. For example, he, she, it, you, they, I, we, are. All these pronouns can be the subject of a sentence. So, subject, any noun or a pronoun can be the subject of a sentence. Verb, as you know, verb is an action word. Verb is an action word. Whatever action we do are the verbs. For example, read, write, eat, drink, cut, put, jump, walk, sleep. All the actions that we do, these are the verbs. These are the verbs. Remember this thing, a sentence is not completed without a verb. A sentence is incomplete without a verb. So, verb is an integral part, integral element of a sentence. So, students, I hope now you would be clear about the subject and the verb. You must have come to know about that what are the subject and what are the verbs. Subject can be any noun or a pronoun, and verbs are the action words. Now, we will learn about the subject verb agreement. So, subject and verb should be in a proper way, in a harmony. In subject verb agreement, the most important thing is that if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular too. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural too. A singular subject takes a singular verb. For example, is, was, has, etc. All these are singular verbs. For example, when the subject is singular, Sana is writing, he has a book, Ali was playing. When the subject is singular, we use the singular verb. Is, was, has. These are singular verbs. These are used with the singular subject. Similarly, a plural subject takes a plural verb. When the subject is plural, more than one, these are called plural subjects. For example, you, we, they, two naming words, more than one, two, three, four naming words, all these are plural subjects. So, when there is plural subject, we use the plural verbs. For example, the plural of is are, was, were, has, have. For example, Sana and Sara are writing. When Sana was alone, it is a singular subject. We have used is with it. When Sana and Sara, they are two, they are plural subjects. So, in place of is, are will be used. So, with the plural subject, we use the plural verb. They have books, we were playing. So, singular subject takes a singular verb, a plural subject takes a plural verb. Is will be changed into are in plural, was will be changed into were, has will be changed into have. Another important point is that with the change of singular subject, this and that are also changed. This is changed into these and that is changed into those. For example, this boy is playing. This is a singular subject. We have used this. When the subject is plural boys, we have used these. These boys are playing. Same, that boy is playing. Those boys are playing. So remember this thing, students, that when the subject is singular, if we have used this or that, when it will be its plural form, this and that will be changed into these and those. Another important point that you must remember in your mind, you must keep it in mind that in simple present tense, students, you will use s or es with the singular subject. As you have already done and learnt about the simple present tense, and you know it, that when the subject is singular, when there is singular pronoun, for example he, she, it, or any singular naming word, we add s or es with the first form of verb. For example, we say he goes to school, she cuts vegetables, the baby cries, he walks, mother cooks food, my father works hard, Hamza works hard, my uncle loves us a lot. So, when the subject is singular, we add s or es with the first form of verb. Remember this thing, students. With all the singular subjects, when there is simple present tense, we add s or es with the first form of verb in singular subject. Remember this thing. Only I is a singular pronoun. With it, we do not add s or es. We simply use first form of verb. For example, we say I go to school, I keep my room clean, I love my parents, I work hard. Okay, except I. Only except I. With all the other singular nouns, we add s or es with the first form of verb. Same, when the subject is plural, we do not add s or es with the first form of verb. We simply use the first form of verb. We do not add s or es. For example, we say they read books, we play, Hamza and Ali work hard, my father and my mother love me a lot, my grandparents love me a lot, we take care of our parents, we love our country, they keep their room clean, they grow new plants. So with the plural subjects, we simply use the first form of verb. We do not add s or es. So students, before doing the exercise, you must remember that when subject is singular, the verb is singular too. And when the subject is plural, the verb is plural too. With the change of subject, this and that are also changed. This is changed into these and that is changed into those. And in simple present tense, with singular subject, s or es are added with the first form of verb, while when with the plural subject, only first form of is used and nothing is added. So I hope you would remember all these things in your mind while doing exercise. Let us move towards exercise of your grammar and usage book. Students, take out your grammar books. Now we will do exercise 5. Look at this exercise. The question is, rewrite the following sentences changing the underlined nouns into their plural forms. It means they have underlined the nouns and we will make their plural. So when they will be in plural form, the verb will also be changed and the possessive pronouns will also be changed. Number 1 sentence is, the monkey is chattering noisily up in the tree. The underlined nouns are monkey and tree. So its plural form will be the monkeys. Monkey will be changed into monkeys. The monkeys are chattering noisily up in the trees. The plural of tree is trees. The monkeys are chattering noisily up in the trees. Second sentence is, the prisoner of war was not given enough food to eat. The underlined noun is prisoner of war. The plural of prisoner of war is prisoners of war. So when the subject is changed in plural form, the prisoners of war, the verb is also changed. Was will be changed into were. So the sentence will be, the prisoners of war were not given enough food to eat. Number 3 sentence is, this bag belongs to the tourist. Students, look at this sentence. This sentence is of simple present tense or present in definite tense. So remember that in present indefinite tense, when the subject is in singular form, we add s or es with the first form of the verb. So the subject bag, the noun, it is singular, so it follows belongs. S is added with the first form of the verb. When bag will be changed into plural form, bags, only first form of will be used. We will not use s or es with it. So in this sentence, this is also a pronoun. This will be changed into these. The sentence will be, these bags belong to the tourists. The plural of tourist is tourists. These bags belong to the tourists. So there are 4 changes in this sentence. Number 4 is, who is that lady in a pink dress? Underlined nouns are lady and dress. When we will change into plural form, is will be changed into are, that will be changed into those. The plural of lady is ladies and the plural of dress is dresses. So the sentence will be, who are those ladies in pink dresses? Number 5 is, the supervisor is talking to the workman. Underlined nouns are supervisor and workman. The plural of supervisor is supervisors. And when the noun is changed into plural, it also takes plural verb. Is will be changed into are. And the plural of workman is workmen. So the sentence will be, the supervisors are talking to the workmen. Number 6 is, the child loved the puppy. Underlined nouns are child and puppy. This sentence is of simple past tense or past indefinite tense. So in simple past tense or in past indefinite tense, second form of verb is used. So in this sentence, verb will not be changed because second form of verb is used whether the subject is singular or plural. Child, the plural of child is children. The children loved the puppies. The plural of puppy is puppies. So the sentence will be, the children loved the puppies. Verb will not be changed. Number 7 is, the sheep was slaughtered for the feast. In this sentence, sheep and feast are underlined nouns. Students, remember this thing. The plural of sheep is also sheep. The sheep was will be interchanged were. The sheep were slaughtered for the feasts. The plural of feast will be feasts. Number 8 sentence is, the coach is heading for the city. Underlined nouns are coach and city. The plural of coach is coaches and the plural of city is cities. Is will be changed into are. The sentence will be, the coaches are heading for the cities. Number 9 is, this is a fox and that is a wolf. In this sentence, pronouns will be changed and nouns will be changed into plural form, the verbs will be changed and the pronouns will also be changed. This will be changed into these. Is will be changed into are. Fox, the plural of fox is foxes. That will be changed into those. Again, is will be changed into are, and the plural of wolf is wolves. So the sentence will be, these are foxes and those are wolves. There are 6 changes in this sentence. These are foxes and those are wolves. The last sentence is, this soldier is my hero. Underlined nouns are soldier and hero. This again will be changed into these. The plural of soldier is soldiers. Is will be changed into are, and the plural of hero is heroes. So the sentence will be, these soldiers are my heroes. 4 changes are done in this sentence. So students, remember this thing. With the change of subject, the verb is changed as well as the possessive pronouns are also changed. Students, do this exercise on your grammar book as well as on your notebooks. Keep on studying at home. Thank you. Allah Hafiz and take care of yourself.